everyone, welcome back. Being a Fine Figure here. Today we are going to be taking a look at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Platinum Edition Batman Noel. So, pick this up over at Books A Million, about 30 minutes away. There's actually two Books A Millions around my area. There's one about I don't know, 15 minutes away, give or take with traffic. But the one that's farther away, 30 minutes away in Brandon, that one's bigger. It's inside the Brandon Town Center Mall, and they usually have a large selection of McFarlane toys there, as opposed to the other one where you might only find one or two. So I happened to see they had quite a few of these, and they also had a few old figures, Donna Troy. I mean, they had old school figures that, you know, we don't see anymore, or they're pretty sold out somewhere else. But I happened to come across this, and I had passed on the original version because I already had the Page Puncher version, Black Adam, that they from a couple years ago, and I was like, I didn't really like. I like the green of, you know, coloring scheme, the shading of that one, and I was like, nah. But if I ever happen to come across the Platinum, I will definitely pick it up, and I did, and it was there. It was right behind a whole bunch of old. What was there? It's the Connor, not the Connor, but the Superboy. You know, the Connor, I guess Kent or whatever it was. That they had tons of those, which I already have one, so I didn't have to pick up any more. I mean, they had the old Penguin. They have so many old schools, and right behind a set of the old Connor Supermans, it was this one. So I was like, baby, you're coming home with me tonight. So anyway, because the Page Puncher look, that particular figure I loved. It's one of my favorites, and now I got it in the gray and blue. So without further ado, we are going to open this figure out of the box, and we're going to see what the difference are between the two. So I will be right back. All right, now that the figure is out of the box and in the turntable, we'll quickly go over the accessories. Never fails, McFarlane stand, DC logo, come in handy. And of course, a data file trading card with a nice image there of Batman Noel. So yeah, Noel's basically inspired by the Christmas Carol, which is actually cool. I wish we could now, down the line sometime, we'll get the rest of the characters from that book. So it would be cool to see all these Superman and whatever the villains and stuff playing the part from that graphic novel. But anyway, move on. And then obviously this one brings an extra set of hands that the Page Puncher Black Adam didn't. You do get another fist, which is good. Actually, it's the fist from it. So basically, now that I'm looking at it, because while I was opening, I ended up just getting that Adam's Page Puncher. The extra hands that it brings are the hands that came with the Black Adam figure itself. That one didn't come with any extra hands. It just came with a Batarang. But these are the hands that were attached to the Batman. So we'll bring that in, and we'll show later on. And then obviously the new hands are the ones that are on the figure. So let's just take them out of there and just make it quick. So he does get these new open hand. And then, of course, he gets the hands here with the binoculars, which I think is actually pretty cool. And then we'll make it work where it looks like he's actually looking, turn the hand maybe. So yeah, he's got these with the fixed, attached, molded back binoculars, I guess. So that's actually pretty good. And again, like I said before, these are the extra hands that, if you think about it, these are the extra hands that come with it because the other one didn't. Now, again, Page Puncher, which again, I'll repeat, it's one of my favorites. I like the colors that they did with that one. This also looks pretty good. They did a good job. I like the fact that now the bat signal on the utility belt, you can see it, and it kind of matches a lot more with the uniform. The bat signal there, what's missing? There's something different about this. What is it? I think, yeah, it's different. Actually, let me just bring this in file so we can see. So you can see the bat signal on the chest piece. This one has a little like battle damage there. And you can see it's different here. This one here has like these all, it's sculpted pretty good, and it's got the details on it and stuff. This one here only has it in the middle, and it's really flat there, as opposed to this one. It's got a lot more detail. It kind of stands out a little bit more. Other than that, everything else seems to be the same, except for the, let's see. Does this break off? Oh, one of my cowls broke off. No, I didn't realize that. So I was going to say, oh, look, it's different. But no, somehow I didn't realize that, oh, one of my, oh well. One of the things broke off. One of the cowls there, the spikes on there broke off. But other than that, it looks pretty good. Now, the face sculpt, it's also different. This one here, as you can see, the mouth has that little growl, snarling look. This one here, they gave it the more generic, serious one. The cape, obviously, he's got that molded cape, and then we get the nice, beautiful cape, and it's got like a shade of, I could say, turquoise or like teal green look to it. So that's actually pretty good. And again, it is that vinyl-y material. It's not cloth. And then you do get the wires, and it's not long. It actually doesn't go as long as most McFarlane Batman capes. So it is a little short, which, it can go either way depending on the figure. There are some figures that it's just way too long. And I get it. The Bat's supposed to cover himself and stuff on him and stuff. But on this particular one, I like this sculpted look that they gave him with the longer cape. The details on it is actually pretty good. It's very simple and plain, but they did a good job with this one. This one here, obviously, it's the new thing now with McFarlane and the cloth capes, which we're glad. But there are people still out there that they're not a fan of these. They're not a fan of the capes. There are those that, they've been doing capes all their lives, custom making their own capes, and now McFarlane has beat them to the punch. But yet, some people still get their own version of capes because, not every cape that comes out of McFarlane is perfect, but they're better than they were before, I think. I can go either way. I mean, there's some figures that the molded look looks perfect. With others, it doesn't, or it's the same reused cape, so you're like, oh man, why even bother? But then now we got the option of this, so this is good. And again, it's great for the photographers and stuff because now you can actually just do really good capes, like really good pictures, and you can, articulate the cape which way you want. So, and plus this material, I like this material. And again, some people don't. I either or. For me, again, it works. Cloth, I prefer this one, but hey, I'm okay with the cloth ones too. So, coloring on this is great. Everything else stays the same. Nothing much has changed. The way they blended these two colors together looks really good because it's not bright. They're nice and flat and great and dark. And the face sculpt itself looks really good. And, we've seen it before. Let me see. Let me look around. Because I've seen this face. I mean, we've seen this cape many, many times. Maybe the Three Joker has this face. But, the mask itself, it looks really good in the blue. Even though I like the black, but yeah, the color of it just makes it stand out a little bit more. And yeah, the back signal kind of works for this. It kind of works a lot better for this than that one. Yeah, the articulation, she's got those little shoulder things, and which actually don't really hinder. You can still do a complete T-pose, which is good. And of course, the darker colors all around, even the spacer there, don't stick out as much because I really can't stand these. They really don't do the job. And with some figures, like you can see, like if I pull this up, you can see the holes on it, and it shows with a lot of figures. So I'm kind of glad for these shoulder protectors there because it kind of covers that up. And then everything else, even the back of this. Yeah, I prefer the metal. They gave the paint there, so these clips down there look like metal. Here, they just painted it the same thing as uniform, so it would have been nice to have the little silver look on them, just like this. But yeah, other than that, this is looks good. I'm digging the colors again. This is the only Noel I was getting. I passed out on the other one because I like this one. I like this color. No sense in having three. And that's just me. I know people out there have them all, so all power to you. And the boots, again, the boots that they did here are actually really nice. They stand out. The details on it actually stands out better than these. They did a better job with these boots. Yeah, they do. They stand out a lot better. I mean, they really put some details on this here. This one here, they're all stuck to the thing. So that's a plus. The bottom, oh, look, I didn't realize. I missed that. It's got the stump somebody on the face, and you can leave your bat imprint on them. So that's actually pretty good. Man, I wish I had snow. It would be good to do a little scene with Batman as he's walking. You can see the bat signal on his footprints. That's actually pretty good. And the boot details on the bottom are incredible. They did a good job. This is a very nice figure, nicely done. The coloring, everything works. Again, this platinum version, to me, it looks better than the regular one. And I get it. This one was the original, but this was actually pretty cool. I like this one. So, there you have it. Not much, same Atom. I mean, the upgrades on this, they're pretty good. The cape, you got the extra set of hands, the gift box. Let's see, can you even hold the gift box? I'm gonna have to work that out. I guess you can. I guess you can. I guess you can do it. You can make it work. Yeah, you can make it work. There you go. Merry Christmas to all, I guess. But yeah, it's actually pretty good. Again, these deep cuts that he goes. And I mean, you got the thing about McFarlane. He has tons and tons of different bat variations that I myself didn't even know. So I'm familiar with a good chunk of them, but there are versions of them that I didn't know. And which is great for, if you're a Batman fan, because you get everything, because he seems like nothing's off limits when it comes to this, movie-wise or comic book-wise. So I'm glad that he has access to that catalog. But there you have it, guys. Batman Noel Platinum version. It's a pretty good figure. The coloring on it looks really good. The details on it, they made it work. The cape, it's a great improvement from that. Which wasn't bad, but, at least you can do a lot more with this version. So, there you have it, guys. Thank you for tuning in, as always. Thank you for your support. And as always, continue to support each other. Continue to be a fine figure. And if I can get this to stand up, I will see you later.